Welcome in to another SR51 Media Show. I am your host, Saul Aries. Hopefully you're having a good day today. If you're not, oh, 1 second. Recording was running. Welcome in to another SR51 Media Show. I am your host, SR51 Media. Hopefully you're having a good day today. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. Sorry for the mix-up there. Still changing things up in the background on logos and graphics and user handles and stuff like that. So give me a little bit of time to get all the necessary. Oh, give me the time to get all the necessary uh, changes together that I'm gonna use to basically get these streams going. So we can talk and play, right? Because I can do trades and stuff like that. You guys will be able to, go back and watch it if you want to see the specific trade as I go over the roster. And then before we play the game, I'll go over at least the roster itself if we get to a game. So yeah, the thing about it was I had to choose mainly where I wanted the content to go if there was a situation where mainly if there was a situation where in a way like how should I, because I want to make sure I'm putting this the right way. If there's a situation that TikTok goes away, where's a good place that not only offers one thing but somebody else offers something else, right? I just so happen to have the software capable to be able to stream live to Kick and to YouTube, right? Now there's a couple more attachments that I need to get as far as like cords. I know I need to grab me some. Really, I'm probably gonna grab the extra long cords that go along with stuff. I'm also thinking about. I'm also thinking about basically the power supply setup. Like how the graphics, because I'm not gonna change the graphics. I feel like the graphics are right where they need to be, and then the game's starting to get rolling as well, in my opinion. So basically, you had to while I'm going through this, because I'm trying to see, Jeremiah Charter's gonna start. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna come back to the whole what brought me to these PlayStreams, but just to sum it up for you, basically, I love Kick. What's going on with Kick? Great place. I am investing in crypto myself, having nothing to do with anybody else's crypto. Do your own research. I'm not a market advisor. Do your own research before investing, in any profits or gains you get is your own. I'm just talking about my own journey through it. I did basically get invested a while back, and it's looking good. It's not looking too bad or anything like that. With as far as when I say it's looking good, I mean like the outcomes, I guess, of what may happen. 1 second. Matter of fact, what am I doing? We on YouTube and Kick now. 1 second. Hopefully you like the graphics. Those are probably going to be my graphics all the way to October. October I'll probably switch them up. But I like the setup of these graphics. I like the way it looks with the computer and the popcorn and the rainy night and stuff like that. It really looks retro. I kind of like it, right? So what I was saying was basically, I bang with crypto and everything like that. I think it's a good thing. So I understand that part. When it comes to gambling, to be honest, I gamble here and there. I'm not the type of person that goes to like a casino all the time. But if I go to a casino, I might play a hand or two of blackjack or something. I might play the slots machine, where you just pull the lever and if it matches up, you win and you keep going type thing, right? Stuff like that. but it's not something serious, or I don't see a problem with it as long as it's in control and you're not like, gambling away your future or anything, right? So, and then as far as the whole, women dressing how they dress or whatever they're doing, which is all their right to do, uh, that has a meter, if I'm not mistaken, in the settings where you could turn that off and turn off gambling as well, where you don't see either one of them. So, Kick sounded like a great place to me to be because not only what they're building, but what they can be. YouTube is where it all started since day one with the whole like SR51 Media and what it used to be called Salt Aries Media with the original channel and stuff like that. But this channel I was looking to build up, and it just hit me a couple days ago. I was playing the game, I was fixing the rosters, and I was like, nobody's able to see this. Some people that have to go to school, some people that have to go to work, some people that have to go chill with their wives or husbands, some people that have kids, everybody that cannot be up at, 9:15 now on my end, 10:11 on, say, the East Coast time, they have the option the next day to watch the video. And how this helps me is now that the video will automatically be uploaded to YouTube, I can focus more on other things like, say, thumbnails that are being entertaining for you guys and graphics and cutscenes and stuff like that, because I don't actually have to process the video overnight to keep up with the schedule of content that I do, because I do more content gaming than I actually do talking. So now we're 6 people over on the roster. I brought in Carson Wentz as the third quarterback. I don't know. Najee Harris morale is down. And so here's the thing. Najee Harris morale is down to a 45, and it's making him 1% lower on his rating, right? So he should be a 85 ascending to a 90, but he's an 83 now, should be an 84, right? His break tackle is still 85, which should be 86. His carrying should be a 92. So his morale is affecting his ability, okay? First thing out the bat, I've seen this. I don't know if they added this year. I don't know if they added this year, or they just recently put this in, but he wants to be top of the depth chart. Having Saquon Barkley, there's no way he's going to end up becoming top of the depth chart, okay? Scheme fit, we want a West Coast spread. He doesn't like that, okay? He likes our head coach win percentage. So Najee is potentially a trade that I would use to pick up somebody else. I wouldn't trade him directly back to the Steelers. What I would look to get, if you could, is a very good, very young right tackle, right? Where I would come from is get the right tackle for him. Like I saw this one boy, Joe Alt, right? I really liked him, but I don't know if I think the Chargers got him. I don't know if they will come up off of Joe Alt, right? So basically how I look at it is he may be up for trading, but then I might not trade him as well because his morale may come up as we win, and the contract I have him under is a 6-year contract. So even though he may be upset, he's not going to be, up for a contract until he's like 32, which is completely different. The wide receiver room, we're running 6 now. I want to try to keep all the wide receivers. I was able to pick up Gerald Everett as tight end for our third tight end, 81. So if we have to turn to him, very good player, only 30 years old. Oldest tight end we have. Left tackle is looking good. Becton floats back and forth between left and right tackle. Landon Dickerson and then Kenyon Green behind him. Connor Williams, Cam Jurgens, they're all the same. Miernez, with the right guard, we were able to pick up Quinnen Miernez for right guard. He's hurt right now, but we have Wyatt Taylor, superstar, behind him. So the line's looking mighty strong. Big Lane Johnson, paved Lane Johnson, the best right tackle in the business, I feel, doing what he got to do still. Hall of Famer probably at right tackle. Brian Graham. I just picked up Zach Seller, right, from I think the Dolphins, and I noticed that he's the same level as Brandon Graham, so I'm probably going to look to trade Brandon Graham. He's probably tradable as well, mainly because Bryce Huff is here now, and I understand this is his last go-round, but, I'm not the Philadelphia Eagles. Some people are kept because of their ability, not just because they're Eagles. Nothing against them. Let's see here. I have Chase. I bought Chase in to go along with Josh Sweat. So Zeller wouldn't really start. They would be more backups, Bryce Huff and Zeller. But at the same time, Sweat is still going to get his normal playability because unless he gets to like an 82, it's the only thing that would happen. But they were still coming on the rush. McNeil, I want to hold on to McNeil and every other defensive tackle we have. Milton Williams, Jordan Davis. We also have Ed Oliver. Linebacker, I want to hold on to everybody. Middle linebacker, now middle linebacker got a little congested. I was able to get Cole Holcomb. Now Cole was already trending upwards. I'm assuming that's because of his morale. I'm assuming a lot of these, 52% morale, which is giving him a 1% boost. So he's happy being here. Okay. Mainly just going through here. Nolan Smith is up morale wise. Logan Wilson's up. I was able to get Shaquan Barrett. They released him at right outside linebacker, so he's a mentor. So that's going to help Nolan Smith and Wilson get better. The cornerback we're running pretty stacked. We got Darius Slay, Tyson Campbell, Cooper DeJean, Avonte Maddox, Quentin Mitchell, Kool-Aid McHenry, and Joshua Williams. Now Joshua Williams was a what was he? He was like a free agent player that I picked up. He looked pretty nice. He was 75 normal and everything like that. Pretty good stats. But he's probably tradable as well. He'll probably be mixed up with the Brandon Graham trade to see if we can get a right tackle. Justin Simmons and Reed Blankenship. C.J. Garner-Johnson and Jamal Adams. And Jake the Snake Elliott as the kicker. And A.J. Cole as the punter. So to get 6 people out of here, the people that I would say right off the bat that I know are not going to make it are like Williams. So we trade Williams. Trade away. Hold on. Because we got to go through the list. So we're looking to maybe find the next best right tackle for the team. Right? Brandon Graham's going to retire next year, so we can't see Lane, that guy back up there. He's battling it out, We're really, we want to see if we can target somebody young. Like, okay, we got Brian O'Neill, 86, 6 years in the league. Let's see what his stats look like. Okay, so very good stats. Top 4 ranked right tackle, number 5 ranked right tackle, morale of 45. Motivation and tags, top of the depth chart. He may not be top of the depth chart right away, but I could always swing him to. Well, I wouldn't swing on the right guard, but he won't have top of the depth chart, and he won't have close to home and big market. So he might be a problem to resign after a while. So how long has he been in the game? 6 years. He's an established star. How long is his contract? 3 years. Okay, so he might be a problem to deal with. But I would still take the trade if they came about the trade for him, because he has a contract for 3 years. So 3 years from now, we'll have enough leftover money to work that out with him. So how about Brandon Graham and Williams, and you give me Brian? Okay, they have a little bit of interest. It moved the meter. That's the major thing. It moved the meter. Now we have a 2nd round pick that we can put along with this to make this work, right? The 2nd round pick is from 2025. Now, it's a pick, right? But the reason why you would want to make the pick is because of the fact that Brian could potentially be Lane Johnson's replacement. Nothing against Becton. I really do feel as though Becton could be the replacement for Lane Johnson in his and shout out to the Eagles. Fly Eagles fly. Oh. Fly Eagles fly, Basically, I saw that game. Just to get my quick opinion, I saw that game. I felt as though, the offensive line was had a little bit of struggles, when the main line wasn't out there, but they held up. They put them in a position to win the game, and that's what they went out there and did. So watch the tape get better and do better next time. 1 second. Flip the screen instead of flipping it. So when you look at Beckham, Brian, right? First off, he's 6'7", 310. 28 years old, 6 years in the league, pass protector, agile, and does things through power. Okay? Speaking on contracts and awards, before we get to ratings, contract awards, he was picked in the second round, number 30. So he was a second round pick that ended up becoming a star. His contract is for the next 3 years. Looks like it's a total salary of about $50 million, so another $50 million or 10 or close to 60, 70 will probably lock him up for another 3 or 4 years when the time does come to negotiate, even though he's not going to have any interest to want to be there. Still, you might be able to work something out with him without having to move him out. And then with him being so young, when you look at this list, Lane is on his way out, Trent is probably on his way out, and Ryan is going to probably stick around because he's only been around 7 years. So it'll probably move up where he goes from being, number 5 to maybe being number 3 on the list because these two would retire. So Graves got it. What's good with you? How's your day treating you? Yo, how's that day treating you? Yo. So yeah, let's see if we can make the trade for Brian at right tackle. I think that's a very good move to make. Brandon Graham and a quarterback that I wasn't even going to do anything with is a perfect trade. Even if you got to put a second with it, he was a second round pick. So really, basically, you're just giving them back the second they had. And I got to make room for players already. When Brandon said he wanted to retire, I automatically knew I was trading him when I got Madden 25. All right, so let's see if they take the trade. Okay, they didn't take the trade, but it does show us that we are close with those two players. Those two players might lift somebody. So let's go again and see. Okay, now there's Mike. I don't want to necessarily take the right tackle from the Patriots. I really want to see if I can get Joe Alt. Joe Alt's the main one that I like. Rookie, 6'9", 320. All the stats that you need. Lower rated than the other guy, but I'd be willing to accept it. Big market player, mentor at the position, head coach win percentage. This is the right tackle of the future right here. This is the guy, like when you look at him, right? When you look at it, right? Big dude, look at 6'10", 21 years old, right? He the type of dude where, to be honest, I might actually take a run at him, like with say, I might put McNeil up. I can see putting McNeil up, even though I like him at defensive tackle. I have Jordan Davis and Milton Williams for that. And we just picked up Ed Oliver, so I could do without McNeil. As much as I like Adams, I could see, or Holcomb. I could see Holcomb or Adams. Like, yeah, I might try to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put up the second, of course, and then we're gonna put up Brandon Graham and Williams and see how close we come. Okay, so we're pretty far off. Now, what they're looking for is a right guard. Now, I just so happen to have 2 right guards, but both of them are like prime time player type things where I don't want to get rid of them, right? So let's say if I gave you Tyson Campbell, because even though Tyson Campbell is super good, right? Nothing against him. I got him under contract for 7 years and stuff. Very good quarterback. I just picked up Kool-Aid McHenry. I have Quentin Mitchell. I have Cooper DeJean who's hidden. Joshua will be traded. So, middle linebacker, I have Cole Holcomb. How close are you interested in Holcomb? Okay, no real interested in Holcomb. Let me see. All right, so Holcomb is only 4 spots below Shaq Thompson. So let's see, is there an interest in Shaq? Okay, there's a slight interest in Shaq. How close were the pickers for Alt? Okay, it moves the meter a little bit, but not really enough. Okay. How about places where I could lose people without and maybe replace them would be, say, with Connor Williams, my center. I just got him under contract for 6 years. A center for a right tackle. Not really moving it like that. Joe Alt may be a rookie, but they know what they got in Joe Alt. So you'd have to swing big. You'd have to dig hard into the war chest. I was building a war team, but I'd have to dig hard into the war chest to make this one happen. You could go Chase Young, put Josh Sweat back on right end, Put Nolan Smith on, well, I mean, put Bryce Huff in. Let me see Bryce Huff information. I know Bryce Huff is a good player, but I never really looked at his stats. Okay, so his block shedding, he's good, but his block shedding is what's going to prevent him sometimes from getting to the quarterback. But he does have the speed to chase you down when he does get to you. So the easier hit would be to say offer Jamal Adams because he's a strong safety and he's playing middle linebacker, and you could just put Holcomb in at middle linebacker. But if you're going to put Holcomb in at middle linebacker, what does his stats look like? Okay, Holcomb is a cover style linebacker, which is great. That means that he's going to play zone coverage, but at the same time have the hit power to put somebody on the ground when the time comes. So let's see where they would feel. Sometimes Jamal Adams gets a lot of play with certain teams. Sometimes he doesn't. But me having Chauncey Gardner-Johnson under contract for the next 3 years, I can always bring Sidney Brown up to play behind Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. There's no interest in Adams, and they barely moved it. So the highest interest we saw, let's see, my right guard is still hurt. The one that they actually were, interested in. This one, Wyatt Taylor, he's about to be 30, but he's only been in the league 7 years, and I have him on the team. That's not smart to get rid of him. You got to go for positions that are easily, in my opinion, I feel like positions that are easily replaceable. Like, what about Gerald Everett? A little bit of movement, not enough movement. All right, so we swung at Joel. We put some trades in there. He's a young boy. He's a very good young player, but we weren't able to get at him. Now Mike is 6'3". I'm looking for somebody a little bit bigger. There's a Falcons guy, the Steelers guy, Troy Fortuna. Hold on one second. So I actually got to pronounce it. My wife is actually Fautanu. So Fautanu is a 79 right tackle. He's about 6'4", 317 pounds. Rookie. They're calling him a day one starter. His morale is down, and it seems to be down because, not because of his stats, but just basically it's down. He's a top 10 rated right tackle. He has run block as well as pass block. How long are you streaming? It's about 9:30 right now, so probably at least another hour, something like that. Mess around with the roster for another hour or so. And then this will be more of a all the time thing. Like sometimes at night, you know how like sometimes at night you're like after I stream like say 3 hours of TikTok, like after football goes off, I'm basically probably gonna be doing this. Fautanu, pretty good right tackle, I don't think he's undersized at 6'4". He's pretty big, stout. He got run block at 80, pass block at 78, run block power at 82. He can also do it with finesse, so he can switch up. If he plays somebody that's a speedster, he can play him. But if he plays somebody that's a power guy, he can play him as well. I like that his speed and acceleration is pretty up there, so he doesn't move too slow. Stamina is at 85. It could be better, but that's good enough. Injuries at 93. Okay, so for Troy, you might be able to pull off a trade. And like I said, set up your right tackle in a position where him and Becton, maybe his morale goes up or at least levels out when he comes to our side of things. So let's see if we can move him for Brandon Graham and Josh Williams. No movement. Okay. So we might have to accept a little bit older. To get a good player, you might have to accept a little bit older, because with Brian, I think what happened with Brian was we actually had Brian traded, if I'm not mistaken. He was almost on the team, and I pulled out of the trade because I wanted to see if I could get somebody else, because I didn't want to add another player, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the fact that Wait, hold on. It was oh yeah, it's him and a second. Yeah, I basically almost have him traded. So if I was to put, say, not even C.J. Garner-Johnson, if I was to put, what are they looking for? A quarterback, right? Um, I mean, I could give him Pickett, to be honest, and then move Carson Wentz up to be my backup, or go get another young boy, or trade somebody like Chase Young for, I don't know, Will Levis or somebody like that. I always can make that trade happen probably. So yeah, let's throw Pickett on there. Well, wait. They're looking for right guards as well. Okay, let's see if we throw, like, say, a left guard like Kenyon. Even though I'm down a left guard for this game, I can always sign somebody. See if we can make it happen. Okay, Kenyon didn't make it happen. Yeah, we could throw Pickett on there. I would prefer to throw Pickett on there. Matter of fact, yeah. Or let's try Leonard Fournette first. Moved it, but not enough. Okay, maybe you need a pick. So, squash that trade. This was something I discovered last night. So, a pick, for whatever valid reason, is more important to these players nowadays. It's more important to these organizations nowadays than the player itself, right? So, what I did was basically sign people that I know, send Leonard Fournette back to the team he was on, go for, say, a second. They'll probably settle out around a fourth or a fifth. Second already getting interest, might get a third or a fourth. Third round pick. Another third. Might be able to finagle it for a fourth. Trade accepted, right? So now you got the fourth, right? What you can do is, now that you got the fourth, you can come back to NFL list, go to right tackles again, go down to Brian, go for the trade, put in now, before you think about adding another player, put in Brandon Graham and Williams, and now you put in the second and the fourth. And now let's see where we land. Okay, we're in the green, so we just need a little bit more to kind of push it across the goal here. I think I'm out of cornerbacks that was guarding. Monte Maddox just made a big play for us to win this game today, so I would like to keep him around. We're at 57 with 2 people leaving and 1 coming on, so we do need to make some space. I could go. The reason why I could keep probably all the picks and trade Jamal Adams, even though he's under a 5-year contract. That's the right tackle of the future right there. And I could just have Cole Holcomb play, middle linebacker, middle linebacker. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Cole Holcomb in this because I don't have, I think I'm going to go ahead and use Cole Holcomb because Jamal Adams is more, like Cole Holcomb at his position is rated as the number 22 middle linebacker, top 10 middle linebacker in the NFL, right? So he's no slouch or anything like that. But then when you come to Jamal Adams is number 9 ranked strong safety in the league, top 6 strong safety in the league, play recognition at 86, leader, right? These are the things that, you need in a player, whereas he plays strong safety and middle and linebacker. Like I drop him in coverage and he can still tackle people. So for a good right tackle, I'd be willing to give up Cole Holcomb because I do want to give Nakobe Dean and Jeremiah Trotter some play time. So I give you Cole Holcomb, Brandon Graham, Joshua Williams, a 2nd-round pick, and a 4th-round pick for Brian O'Neill, the right tackle, out of Vegas with a 3-year contract. What do you say? And the trade was accepted. We just got our right tackle. Now, what did that do to our defense, trading away a player like that? Okay, we're still at 88. Okay. Um, they got the pick. The major thing they got was which let me see, because Holcomb should be on at right tackle. I mean Brian. Yeah, Brian's on at right tackle. 86. His morale isn't down, right? Defensive tackle's intact. So now I won't have Cole, right? But you still have Shaq Thompson, Kobe Dean, and Jeremiah Trotter, which they need to play more anyway. You know, Cole was brought in, like same thing with Shaquan Barrett, right? So the thing you also notice is that we need cornerbacks. Well, not so much cornerbacks. I feel like on defense, we need more linebackers. But how many people are we carrying now? Okay, but we're carrying 3 extra people. Okay, so because Najee Harris agreed to his contract, he could have turned it down and said he wanted to go to free agency. Leonard Fournette's already gone. Will Shapley. Okay, so the fullback is the extra one. Wide receivers, you can't share with anybody there. You need 3 tight ends. A left tackle. Kenyon Green could be traded. Cam Jurgens is one backup. And then there's another backup with the right guard. And now there's a backup with the right tackle. So the line is completely backed up. So, I mean, what you could do is you could potentially trade McNeil for, say, maybe Brock Bowers from the Raiders and get you another tight end because you already have Jalen Carter and Ed Oliver running the speed route, and you got Jordan Davis and Milton Williams bringing up the run stopper route. And they're all like 20-something years old. McNeil's 20-something years old as well. So, you know, his morale is up. I don't really want to mess with the defensive tackle room. Yeah, defense is nobody's morale is really like down, or that'd be nice if that was something that you could like grade by. Like you could just go to the whole team and go and see whose morale is down or anything like that. You can't cut the 2 wide receivers because then you would only have 4 wide receivers, and you want them to grow up. You want them to grow as well. I mean, even if I could send, say, Cam Jurgens and Kenyon Green. Is Kenyon Green able to go to the practice squad? What I was about to say was I could send Kenyon Green and Cam Jurgens down to the practice squad, and then it'd just be these one backup from the right guard, one from the right tackle, and Becton from the left tackle, and then the weakest, lowest ranked left guard and center would be on the practice squad, and they wouldn't be traded. But it also brings a concern of, okay, now that they're not traded, who is the third person? You know, maybe McNeil does get traded so that way Jordan Davis has more time to kind of play, or maybe we trade Barrett for a first. Even though he's a mentor and he will help Nolan Smith and all that, he's in his 10th year as a mentor, so that means that he's going to be good. He still has good stats. His zone coverage is horrible. He's a pass rush style linebacker, so I'm not really like losing much. And we got some trade packages as well. Look at that. So we know there's teams that's interested in him. He is a right outside linebacker. The Bengals are looking for a right outside linebacker. You might be able to finagle yourself a first. If he has an interest at 13 for their first, I would say go find like let's see. They're looking for a left outside linebacker. They got 4. Left outside linebacker, 21. Ooh, try 21. 21's a good number. Okay, 21's a little high. They feeling a little Problem by 21. So go to say 30. Browns got issue with it. Once the Chiefs had 32, they got 20. They must have traded. Let's see here. Colts looking for a running back. Right outside linebacker, I mean. Okay, so how about 2, 3, 4? I'm trying to get back in the draft. Okay, take off the 4. Second round pick outright. Okay, so how about a third round pick this year and a second round pick next year? Third round pick this year, second round pick in 2027. Second round pick outright. They want it to be a third. Let's hold on. Let's shop that deal before. Let's pause that deal before we give them that trade. So with the Lions, they're looking for a right outside linebacker. Second round. Okay, so they holding up the same way the other team was, but they don't have no thirds. So I would say try. Okay, the Rams got 31. They're not want to come up off of 31. They won't come off the second. So just get to the third, bounce out. Got the third round pick for him. And then we got to clear 2 spots on the practice squad. So let's get rid of. I like Malik Willis. I wanted to see a competition between Malik Willis and Joe Milton, right? 1 second here. All right, so Britton Covey, I want to hold on to. There's a decision to be made about who gets brought up to be the backup quarterback, just in case something happens. So it's between Joe Milton and Malik Willis, who will be brought up from the practice squad, because I'll probably go ahead and release Carson Wentz. So speed, Malik Willis wins. He has 90 speed, 93 acceleration. Awareness, he loses to Milton. He has 36. Carrying, he beats Milton. Ball carrier vision, he beats Milton. Break tackle, he beats Milton. Trucking, he beats Milton. Stiff arm, as well as change of direction. Spin move, juke move. Catching, hold on 1 second, I didn't put the chat back up. Catching, well, he ain't gonna catch. You don't need to go through that. We don't need that as well. Here we go. Throw power. Throw power, he beats Milton actually beats him with a 97 arm and 93, and Malik is at 93. Malik's short route is a 73. Malik's is 81. Malik's medium route is tied with Milton. His deep route is better. His throw on the run is better than Milton's. His throw under pressure is less than Milton's. His break sack is more than Milton's. His play action is more than Milton's. His stamina is more than Milton's, and his injury is more than Milton's. Milton actually has an 82. Excuse me. His toughness is more than Milton. His injury is more than his. He has a 92. Milton has an 84. So Milton has him on the short route and the throw power by a couple of points, right? But Malik has him on straight out and out speed. And I think that if you have him on the field, right, if you come back to speed, right, 90 and 93 is probably top 5 fastest quarterback in the NFL right now. So when a play breaks down, he's going to be able to like scramble out of the pocket and run for 30 yards. And a lot of times in like playoff games, it's not about bombing it down the field. A lot of times it's about just getting a first down to maybe run out the clock or get in field goal range or something like that. So I think Malik Willis should be the guy. I don't think it should be Carson Wentz. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring Malik Willis up and then see, what's up with where, whether it's him or Carson Wentz. So that's one spot cleared. Now the other situation was Sidney Brown. I wanted to pull up his player card because Sidney Brown actually, he has some pretty good coverage. 70 zone coverage, 74 man coverage, hit power 85. He had a little bit of an injury bug bite him up, to about 88 now. So he's, now that we have Jamal Adams, I'm not going to release him, but I didn't need him on the strong safety line. Kelly Ringo, I saw Kelly Ringo playing today. Kelly Ringo really stepped up. Hopefully this right here, which one is more for him? Because I want him to see if he can get greenlit. His zone is more. Okay, zone. Taking him to 75. Okay. He's working. What I was going to say was, things are working better for him. I could have put it on his man coverage, but his zone coverage is getting better. So with some of the cornerbacks he brought in, I couldn't use them. And then there's his right guard, Ricky Stromberg, right? Stromberg, I feel as though should be a left guard. He's a 71, really good young ball, able to kind of put up stats and stuff like that. Drew Sanders is a good middle linebacker. He just injured right now. He's going to be out for probably the season. Tyler Steen's another right tackle, right guard that I was looking at that could play right or left guard if trained up right. Then there's Eli Ricks, Brenton Covey, and Milton. So I would say with Milton, or because we got those right guards I would say let go with Steen. Because Steen, when you look at it, Steen has that classic ability where he can pass block, but he can't run block. So I would completely have to teach him how to run block, either through power or finesse. And his run block finesse is almost at 70, so that would be good enough. But his run block will be a weakness, so that means that when I try to hit the hole behind him, as a blocker, he's either not going to move in time or get in my way or something like that. So, and then we need to make a space with, linemen that are better than him. So we're going to go ahead and release him. And then, I don't know, we might have had space. If there's more space available, we'll go back and get him. But I want to get more people from the roster that we're not using. That way we can get move Kenyon Green to the practice squad. And then move Cam Jurgens to the practice squad. Okay. And that should clear me with the people. Okay. Cut one player. Oh, that's that Shaquille Barrett. Wasn't it Shaquille Barrett? I thought it was Shaquille Barrett. How am I still up one person? Where's the extra person? Oh, yeah, the Malik Willis thing. Okay, so now Malik Willis has passed the test of going up against Donovan Mitchell. Right, Mitchell's gonna stay in the practice squad, and Malik Willis has been graduated to the start roster. Now the question comes in is who's gonna be either the number 2 or number 3 quarterback behind Carson Wentz? Behind Jalen Hurts. It's between Carson Wentz and Malik Willis. So Malik hasn't beaten speed. He has Carson beaten acceleration. He hasn't beaten agility, change of direction, strength. They're tied. Awareness. Carson has him beat by at least almost half, or if not almost double. Throw power. He actually has a higher throw power than Carson Wentz. He actually has the highest throw power of all the quarterbacks on the roster. Even Jalen Hurts. His short accuracy is tied with Carson. His medium accuracy is 3 points less than Carson. His deep accuracy is 2 points less than Carson. His throw on the run is tied with Carson. His throw under pressure is not as much as Carson. His break sack is tied with Carson. His play action is higher than Carson. His carrying is better than Carson. Is really the best on the team. His ball accuracy is better. His ball carrier vision is better than Carson Wentz. His juke move is better than him. His spin move is better. His break tackle is really the second best on the team. Stiff arm is good, better than Carson. Second best on the team. Trucking is at 1 point lower than Jalen Hurts. Stamina is better than Carson. Toughness is better than Carson. And his injury is better because he has 92 and Carson has an 80. Right? And then morale is at 51, higher than Carson. His personality isn't as much as Carson Wentz. I think Carson's probably the type that sells jerseys because he's Carson Wentz and the whole story behind him and stuff. But in my opinion, the reason why you would want to probably go with Malik Willis is also due to the other reason is also due to age. When you have Jalen Hurts at 26 years old, and you have Kenny Pickett at 26 years old, and you have Malik Willis at 25 years old, you have a tool chest. You know, if Jalen Hurts does go down, you can assess the situation. Who's the better quarterback to bring in? Is it Kenny Pickett or is it the super fast Malik Willis? Are you going to run and gun or are you going to stand in a pocket? You know, even though Malik Willis even though Kenny Pickett can run, he's not really a scrambler. He's more a pocket passer, right? With Carson Wentz puts you in a situation where his injury being like an 80, that's lower than some of the people you saw me pull up. So what that means is he could go out there and get hurt as well and leave you with just Kenny Pickett not having the ability to run. So we're going to go ahead and release Carson Wentz, which should put us below. Well, you know what? Let me see if we can trade him away for a pick. Wasn't he on the Chiefs? Put him on the Chiefs. Give Carson Wentz for a second. Carson Wentz for a third. Fourth. Fifth is as long as I'm going. No, I'd rather go for like the player. Colts need a quarterback. I'm looking to stash people on tight end if you have them. See, practice squad eligible. Practice squad eligible. How about Woods for Wentz? Okay, we got a little interest. We all got it tight down. Ooh, Zach Ertz. He ain't practice squad eligible though. Ooh, Ben Sinek. Okay. Looking like he might be something special for y'all, huh? How about him for Carson Wentz? Yeah, we ain't getting away with that one. Oh, I know what I could do. I could just release him, really. And go looking for agency for other players that can straight up release him. Okay, and that should bring me below the roster standpoints. Alright, we're below the rosters again. We were able to keep. We got to clear that cap penalties because I know I got a good amount, $47 million. I ran that joint up. I ran that boy up, man. Okay, so what we need now is we wanted to check free agency. See who got released. Robert Woods is out there. Kelly Ringo ain't no free agent. What the heck? Oh, they're talking about free agency. I'm looking like I know what's his name? John Mechie. I remember John Mechie. Wasn't John Mechie the wide receiver? Dang, they a free agent John Mechie already? Wow, let me see his card. Can he go to the practice squad? Oh, man. John Mechie a good wide receiver. He drops passes, but he a pretty good wide receiver. Sign him to a practice squad. See, we got some practice squad spaces for people that you know the team they was on just didn't give him a chance type thing. We looking for middle linebackers as well, just in case something happened to Shaq. Nick can't go on. I need to put on practice squad. No, don't play practice squad. No. Micah McFadden, Drew Sanders, Duke Riley, Blake Martinez. Oh man, I had just one defensive tackle. Right, I had just one defensive tackle. Chad Muma. There it is. I think I said Muma. Man had an acceleration at 89, but he had bad play recognition. Let's put on practice squad eligible and start from the top. No. Isaiah Spiller, 74 halfback, 88 speed, 90 acceleration. Change of direction is good, spin move, juke, all that sorts of stuff. Yeah, sign him to the practice squad. He's almost greenlit. Travis Davis Price. Now I saw this guy on the field for the Eagles. Let's sign him, and then I'll pull that other halfback later. Danny Gray. This to move to 95 speed. His release is too low. At 65, a release of 65 is going to have me chasing, trying to get his release up to 70 all the way into when he's like 30. I've been down that road before with them players. There's a 6'9", 370-pound left tackle named Caleb Jones. Caleb just needs to be taught how to pass block. He pass block through power and run block finesse. Unpredictable, undisciplined player. I say clear that halfback out, and we maybe gonna sign a left tackle. He is too much of a monster for you not to sign a 6'9". Oh, I can clear. Oh. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. Alright, so that halfback, that second halfback that I signed, I'm going to go ahead and release him. He's taking up space on the practice squad. This one. David Price. And then I'm going to go to the free agents, the practice squad. Free agency, actually. Train that guy up. Right now, we're just looking for the best person available. Hmm. Need to get a nanner. All right, let's line it up. Get one game in. It's 10:24, 10 o'clock. Get one game in. And then I'm going to look to shut it down. Stream worked very well for us today. Let's get the roster together. So we got Jalen Hurts at quarterback with Kenny Pickett behind him, Malik Willis behind him. I'm actually going to make Malik Willis the backup quarterback straight out. It doesn't matter. I can always change it. It'll help Pickett develop to be right there anyway. Halfback, Shaquan Barkley, Najee Harris, Kenneth Gainwell, Will Shipley, Patrick Ricard at fullback, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, D.K. Metcalf, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Troy Franklin, and Roman Wilson. Tight ends, Dallas Goedert, Kyle Pitts, and also Gerald Everett. Left tackle, Jordan Mailata. Left guard, Landon Dickerson. Center, Connor Williams. Right guard, Wyatt Taylor. Right tackle, Lane Johnson. Left end, Chase Young. Right end, Josh Sweat. Defensive tackle, Jalen Carter, Ed Oliver, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, and McNeil. McNeil's actually going to be sticking around on the team, so we can go ahead and move him up. Actually, he goes here, and then McNeil's on a rush ahead of him. Hassan Reddick at left outside linebacker. Shaq Thompson at middle linebacker with Nakobe Dean and Jeremiah Trotter behind him. Hassan Reddick at left outside linebacker with Devin White behind him. Logan Wilson at right outside linebacker with Nolan Smith Jr. behind him. Darius Big Play Slay Jr., Tyson Campbell, Cooper DeJean, Quentin Mitchell, Avonte Maddox, and Kool-Aid McHenry on the bench. We're actually going to put Kool-Aid McHenry in place of Maddox. That way all the young guns can be on the field. Justin Simmons at free safety with Reed Blankenship behind him. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Jamal Adams running a strong safety position. Jake the Snake Elliott kicking them off. AJ Cole punting them away. Kick returner I have is going to be Will Shipley and Kenneth Gainwell. Both ways for kicker and punter. Third down running back is Shaquan Barkley with Najee Harris behind him. Power halfback is Najee Harris. Slot wide receiver is Marquise Hollywood Brown. Rush left end is going to be Rush right end is going to be Rush right end is going to be Chase Young, and rush left end is going to be Josh Sweat with Bryce Huff behind him. Rush defensive tackles is Jalen Carter, Ed Oliver, and McNeil. Sub linebacker Jamal Adams, Logan Wilson, and Shaq Thompson. Slot cornerback is Quentin Mitchell. There's some other people that could probably do it as well, but I don't want to take them off their original spots. I want Quentin Mitchell to play the slot position. And yeah, we're ready for a game. Let's get it. So this will probably be the last game of the stream. Set things up where do we have white jerseys? Advanced settings. They have superstar X Factor defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence II, superstar right outside linebacker Brian Burns. And that's who they have. I'm a 90. They're a 79. Let's get out here and see if we can't keep our win streak alive and add a game onto the stream before we call it a night.
On EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dallas Goedert. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game.
My bad, hit the wrong button.
There's football coming your way. Just ahead on EA Sports.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far. And it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down.
Stop.
On the 25-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is into year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for...
Change that kicking meter.
Coming off a loss last time
Cover
out,
6.
I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to
Cover
be a
3 cloud.
playmaker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain.
Stop.
Third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone
Cover 6.
defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Good hit on them.
Right from the jump, and
Cover 2 hard flash. Should have brought you on the blitz. I should have followed my first mind and brought you on the blitz.
We'll go back to Singletary on first down. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from
Cover 3
O'Neal.
cloud.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Singletary. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move
Malik
the
Neighbors
chains.
is down.
First down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the
Cover
injured
3
player,
buzz seam.
we'll take a timeout. He finds Darnell Mooney.
It's gotta be holding, bro.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Still first down.
Yeah, but now it's 15 yards instead of it being 10 yards.
Jones. This one is caught by Robinson.
when a defense has
4
speed to
yards.
the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging. Because all those
Cover 4
outside
palms.
backers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball
Called it
carriers,
just in time.
the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
That was my fault, gentlemen. I had him on the ground. That was my fault.
Inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Singletary.
Ah,
What could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8. Setting up
bring the free fire.
Throwing now is Jones. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Cover 4 quarters.
1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And he can hang on through the contact.
Good hit. Good hit.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
Ah, it's Malik Neighbors right there.
His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our
It's
score.
cool. We can rally back. Let's do this.
Into the air. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. We had a chance to sit down with him the other day. One thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Open man downfield.
I'm talking about Dallas.
Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Inside zone.
Now Barkley has some room inside the 30.
Good run. Good run.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside.
Halfback stretch.
Once again, it's Barkley.
Holding offense.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Oh, he had it.
Incomplete coverage
He had it in his hand, but he dropped it.
Contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Seattle.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5.
Good catch, DK.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here.
Great catch,
early.
DK.
Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, going to put the finishing touches on. It's first and goal. To throw is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be second and goal. On the ground, this is Barkley. And that big
That's what I'm talking about.
clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Dragons.
That's right.
Drive, they kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Good stop, y'all. Good stop.
It's offense, and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll come up here first and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Jones.
Yeah. Monster defense.
Down he goes.
Hold on. That's not a sound effect. Tell him again. Monster defense. Cover 3 scene.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Up the middle. Here's Singletary. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup.
3rd and 16. Cover 4.
Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. 3rd and long. Gun, it's Jones.
That's right.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away.
Defense. Good defense.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Dragons offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
That back quick pace.
On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On second down, Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air. And they can come up with
Roughing the passer?
one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Roughing the passer. Yeah, he was playing a blitz. Brian Burns.
Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside.
Good
the
run.
30
Good
yard
run. I'm getting hungry again. I'm about to eat later.
Good looking drive, pickup of 14 and a first down.
I'm getting hungry again. I'm about to eat later.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Hurts working in the pistol. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Hurts now. He's got this one complete.
Great catch. Got it.
12 yards on that hookup. And that will be a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he's going to be taken down. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Here's Barkley. And he will
That's right.
run across into the end zone.
Very smart, Barkley. Very smart.
Touchdown, Dragon. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able
Good
to
run,
finish
good
off
run.
these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Dragons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you it's coming up in prime time this week, week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday double.
Cover
of the
6.
year, Ravens Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert. Jones now on 1st down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
Good hit. When it came out to 6 yards.
A gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run here with Singletary. He'll get past the marker. He's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Coming through Sky.
They'll run once more with Singletary. He is met and dropped.
I'm talking about Wilson.
Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now Jones.
Cover 6.
Now at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll get about 5. Throwing Jones. Open man is Robinson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. On play action, it's Jones. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5.
You must have committed that blitz.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Mooney in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll punch forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. Okay, here we go. Here's Jones. Adds to the
Good knockdown.
Can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Jones now on 3rd and goal.
Good defense, gentlemen.
Throw that one away.
I like good defense.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also given.
And he will take it in himself. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Giants.
Can't believe Daniel Jones won a touchdown on me.
For him now on the afternoon. Extra point margin is up and good. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets
Good
to
run.
the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He keeps it himself.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disastrous stuff.
Throw to the sideline. Well,
I'm talking about Smitty.
good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's a short one. Up by God.
Just take
I'm
what
talking
the
about.
defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in.
Nowhere to get away. He's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the midfield and bring it out.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one is
Take the snake.
good. He
Back
knocks
down
it
Broadway.
And the Dragons move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Jones. And he can't get through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
The defense.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary.
It's like first time out.
He'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Taken in, back at his own 12. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Hurts to throw. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
Should have slid.
After catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the
Should have slid. Still learning this in college football.
You have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, we can do a ball back after half. Don't look at it too bad. Let's see what the halftime got to offer.
You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown
Falcons losing.
Atlanta. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The new signee from Dallas, Tony Pollard, a touchdown on the ground. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
Spin the deep
very
pass.
level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
3 points. All that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run with football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Off he goes. A pickup there of
1st down.
25 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Open man downfield is
Great catch, Devontae. Great catch.
Move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big play on 1st down, and even 30 yards. Pistol snap, back to Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I'm talking about.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, here's Hurts.
That's a big TK. That's what I'm talking about.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Dragons. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that.
And before the try,
We just saw the feet dragon, toe dragon swag, and here they come with a review.
the replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown
That's
originally.
right.
They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Dragons go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott. to
Let's
kick
do it.
this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now on the return, he has lost the football.
I got it with the punter. Good defense, gentlemen. Good defense.
Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the 1st down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. short, and Hurts will throw. He'll try to run for it, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts.
They go for Hurts, big Hurts. Tell him was hitting for a big Hurts.
Afternoon.
Let's go.
Defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Tampa 2.
Set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Fake the handoff. Now Jones.
Try Chase. Monster defense.
So fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Third and 10. Goes for a drop.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for single.
Good read of it, Mitchell. Good read. I'm talking about Quentin.
As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And a nice return there.
Good run.
The defense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. That escapability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. And they'll start on the ground with Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. On play action, Hurts. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit.
Let's do it.
He was able to get outside the pocket. They were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this.
I like the commercial setup.
NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in.
PA slide.
the give. Now it's Hurts. There he goes again.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Levi Wallace. And the Giants
Let's do that right now.
ball at their own 40.
I think.
First and 10. Here's Jones. Oh, after the catch, he's hit.
We'll take it right back. Monster defense.
As soon as possible, and of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Inside zone.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Halfback stretch.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
PA cross.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Off balance throw. It's complete.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. He is.
Who you talking about, Jake?
That kick is good. And the Dragons add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Tracy now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more.
Coming for a drop. Guard the air.
But he can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Cover 3 buzz seam.
On the drop, it's Singletary. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Cover 9, show 2.
Here's Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here. He is knocked down. Barker. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And that is
Good defense.
Blake Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Again, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws.
Good hit, good hit.
Lined up, incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time.
Cover 3 seam.
It'll bring up second down. Jones to the air again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Cover 6.
On this one, Mike, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Again, they'll throw with Jones.
Oh, they didn't let me get on the guy that he was close to.
Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Giants.
I couldn't flick on the guy that was right there
Like to know is
to make the play.
good. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the
Roll
ball
us in 2
on
minutes.
time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
Remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop the throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Levels.
3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Whistles here, but another stoppage. Timeout call by the defense with 1:53 remaining. 3 for 3 in the game. As this one is also good. And the Dragons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Tracy now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some
Cover 4 drop.
Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Cover 4 quarters.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants first down.
Cover 3 buzz seam.
Here's Jones to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's out of
Get the
bounds.
cornerbacks out there.
First down, so they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock. To throw, it's Jones.
Got you this time.
Take him down, taken back to the other side
Mhm.
of the field.
Monster defense.
Offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. Back to throw is Jones. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson.
This may look like a simple
Cover
connection like
6.
this pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just
Uh-huh. That's how we going in this one. Monster defense.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Dragons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. Try to run some clock here. Start this drive. First and 10. Victory formation here. As he's down.
Sorry, I ain't trying to get nobody on my team hurt. Oh, the win, gentlemen. They had us on the ropes in the first quarter. But we fought back. We fought back.
So it's a win for our visitors. And make that a fifth straight victory. As they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
And Dickerson gets an upgrade. Put this on. Power. 1 awareness, 1 impact block, 1 lead block, 1 pass block, 1 pass block power, 2 run block. Devin White getting better. Put this on. Speed rusher. 1 awareness, 1 finesse, 1 power moves, 1 pursuit, 1 tackle. All right. So this was a great. Let me go to the window and try out this new graphic while we're talking. So this was a very fun time and experience streaming on both Kick and YouTube at the same time. I was able to keep up with the chat as well as be able to keep up with the stream as well. Everything played well. Everything went smooth on my end. As far as running the stream, I don't have any alerts that anything went wrong or anything. So I think this is going to be the new setup. So just to let everybody know, when you watch this back, I'm still going to be streaming on TikTok Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on TikTok Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the weekend streams are optional, and so is the night streams. But when they do happen, they're going to happen in this sort of setup. So you guys and gals have a blessed, safe rest of your day, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace.